As I've coached the past 11 years, I remember every wrestler, but there are some wrestlers who have come and gone that have left a significant impact on the program. They have set the bar for the future. Jacob Chappell is the Frankfurt Wrestling OG. He was the lone Panther who refused to allow the program to be cut. The 2016 district championship team who added to the banner after a 22-year hiatus. Within that team, there's the names like Damian Tabbert, who was our first state qualifier after over a decade of not sending someone to the state tournament. And then the Ben Teisworth, who finished his career with 101 wins. And what makes that Century Club so significant is that without the team's success of a district championship and making it to the regionals, he would not have met that Century Club goal. Those are the stories that we talk about. Then there's Jeffrey Lane, someone who won 5 matches as a freshman, spent his sophomore year as a backup, and then went on to be a junior who was a state qualifier. Jeffrey had many nicknames from friends and throughout his childhood, but as he transformed into a state caliber wrestler, he acquired the nickname Big Cat. And this is what the Big Cat legacy means to Frankfurt Wrestling. To us, to many of these ladies and gentlemen who are standing here who had the privilege and honor to be a teammate, Jeffrey and the Big Cat legacy means being a good friend, believing in yourself, drilling with everyone and being willing to work with every teammate, stay after practice, being nice off the mat, but an animal in the circle, being someone that can be counted on, showing up and putting in the work. What really happens when you have a positive mental attitude, how that can change the trajectory of your season. Knowing when your team needs to laugh and when they need to be called out, as Jeffrey sure made us laugh. Owning your mistakes and having accountability. Celebrating others' success. He worked hard every day to make his teammates better. He was coachable, he mentored our youth wrestlers, and he stood up for those of us around him. So today we stand up for Jeffrey, and we want to tell you what he means to our program.
Jeffrey to me was somebody who I knew would be there for me no matter what. He was the kind of friend and person I would have gladly spent a lifetime with. He was an inspiration to wrestlers for years to come.
Jeff was my smile for every day. I'd come in to school and we would look at each other down the senior hallway and I could see our masks light up pretty much. But he was probably one of the biggest mentors kind of in my life because this year I've actually tried a lot more because of Jeff. So yeah.
The Big Cat legacy means to me being a good teammate.
Jeff was a huge inspiration to me. He always inspired me to push me to my best. It was always fun having him around, and he was a really big inspiration for me to keep going.
Jeffrey was one of the most nicest persons and caring in the world I've ever met. I've known him for the longest time. I don't go out a day not missing him. We love you. Miss you.
Jeff Lane was the best friend and mentor you could have asked for coming into high school. Every memory with Jeff was a good memory, and no matter the circumstance, he was always there to make you laugh.
The Big Cat legacy means to me is to believe in yourself and to start gaining confidence.
Jeffrey was a great friend, a great mentor, and someone I learned a lot from. In regards to wrestling and working out, he had a great work ethic.
The Big Cat legacy is regardless if you're the biggest like Jeff or the smallest like me, you drill and work out with everyone regardless of size.
The Big Cat legacy is showing up in the room every day and putting in the work.
Jeff was a big mentor to youth wrestlers, and he was someone to look up to because he went from a few wins to a state qualifier, and it's something as an inspiration and motivation, so we can do that.
Jeff, like I probably wouldn't be the same person I was without Jeff, because like he helped me through a lot, and he probably molded me mostly because I wanted to be like him. He was a strong, independent, and just lovely guy.
My favorite thing about Jeff was when Jeff would come into the youth practice and let us climb all over him.